I just came from my bedroom. What's the question again?
Will the environment always kind of be like this bitmap square?
Yeah, it's 2D right now, and we can definitely do some like 3D inside of it. Like has a little portal here, and when you go into the portal, you can build a 3D world inside. But right now, it's gonna be like squares, because that's when people know about bitmaps. You know, when they first trying to inscribe some bitmaps into their wallet.
Gotcha. Yeah. So it's all open source though right now, right? So technically people can kind of get crazy with this by, just trying different things, right?
Yeah. Well, even just like with this, with what you have right here, it's awesome because you can I mean, I know we have Twitter Spaces and everything, but you can literally like host the show here.
Yeah, and that was why we did this. Is to kind of give exposure to the ordinals community about, hey, like, sometimes Twitter will rug you or whatever, or there's bad lags, but here there doesn't seem to be any like sound lags or anything. And from what Jeff told me is that they're going to start adding like, more control for the actual hosts, starting I think next week. Is that what you said, Jeff?
Yeah, next week we're gonna have password and private rooms and the host function, so you can choose when to
Nice.
speak or not. And also, like you can see some mobile user, they are actually chatting uh, in the chat area, so you can see what they're talking about. You can answer them. And one big thing is now we have all the listings from Magic Eden, Ordinals Wallet, Unisat, and ID Club. So we will integrate the listings. I think sometime. I think the week after next week. So when we talk, you can see each other's wallets listings. So like you say, okay, I have this really cool artifact, and you should just buy it from me, and something like that. You can like host some the sales event in your bitmap. So that's why it's better than Twitter Space. Not only talking, but we can also do some trade.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes. So I had an idea. I don't. I mean, once hosting is ready, where like somebody else can host and some of the features are added, it'd be really cool to host like just a little space like this, but kind of just go through like what it is, explain the features, how things are working and stuff. I would love to do like a full video of this, screen capture the entire thing, and then post it all over, man. Because uh, I had no idea this existed. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who don't either. Nice. Oh, nice, nice.
Nice.
Hey guys, now that I was listening about the updates, do you think that it would be possible to have like in this bitmap front page, like if you're the owner, for it to have a link to your to your collection, like on Magic Eden or something? Like, would it be possible for us to post like links and attach them like little icons, like if it was a computer, like you have your PC, but instead of your PC, it says like a logo of Magic Eden, and you click inside of that link, and it takes you to the collection of the holder of that bitmap.
Uh, yeah, but we can actually, just not go to Magic Eden. You can see all the collection inside our website. Yeah, but sure. Uh, you mean when you click someone's name or someone's account, you can see all his collections?
Well, no, like literally, like imagine if like right now inside of this bitmap you have the ordinal with the bitmap picture. So imagine it's like a computer desktop, and you will have on your left side like my PC and my files and whatever and other things. So it would be cool to have icons where you click or select those different links, and they take you to, well,
Gotcha.
to the
Like
collectors.
yeah, like you are like different URLs from different icon and put on your
Yeah,
bitmap.
That
Yeah,
would
that
be
would be like
amazing for it to be
yeah,
like a digital computer inside of your, well, your bitmap.
yeah. I see your point. That's a great idea. Yeah, I would definitely think about it.
And that's one of the main points of doing stuff like this is having the community just throw some ideas out there because you know a builder like Jeffrey and his team, that's they're able to knock stuff out pretty quickly. uh, Whenever people kind of suggested, hey, host controls and stuff like that, he said next week already. So I think that this could be like a really good option if you're not filling Twitter Spaces or something, because this will evolve, and Jeffrey and his team can always add more features to it. So I'm excited to see where this ends up right in the next like 2 weeks to a month.
Dude, this is literally so cool. I'm not like I'm just like it. I'm baffled right now. This is amazing. I sincerely love it. um, Thank you for getting me in here. I'm like I almost didn't make it, but I'm really happy I came. This is rad. I'm excited to see what it turns into.
Yeah, for sure. And one thing I love about it is the open source side of it. Um, Now, Jeff, can you talk about that? Is that like a limit? I know saying limited open source is kind of counter definition of open source, but is there any limitations to that? Like for the open source, can they only open source like their inscriptions that they create, or what does that look like?
uh, uh, the open source, I think the problem with our product right now is the inscriptions are very open source, so that you can have all kinds of inscriptions in your wallet, including like the new avatar pets. But it's something whether we support or not. Like right now, you can only put PNG, or JPEG or WebP in. When you have those inscriptions in your wallet, you can put them like as a background in on your bitmaps. But somebody has a really cool, recursion HTML, but they cannot use that right now because we don't. Our Explorer doesn't support it. But definitely, like in the near future, we will support HTML, GLTF, even video, all kinds of formats. And also with the avatar or pets, now when you read my wallet's inscriptions, you can find out like that, like how they did this, like our partners, how they make the pets. So you can read and try to make your own, and you can make like a cute cat or birdie or frog or whatever. You can definitely do that. You can bring that pet into our world, but like something else, like a fast, we support all kinds of inscriptions. So I think that part is not controlled by the community, but all the inscriptions are fully open source.
Gotcha. So that's actually a really cool thing that I was thinking about trying it, but I felt like I didn't have enough time because today was a really busy work day for me. But um, I could have technically grabbed, because we have a pet, like kind of like uh, you know his unicorn right there. But technically, I could just grab his HTML inscription and then paste it, but then change the pet. Like I have to, yeah, I have to change the pet ID for the inscription ID, and then my pet would follow me around, and my avatar would look like his. Right? Is that right, Jeffrey?
Yeah, and you can alter some, like make the unicorn bigger, faster, or change the color. Yeah, you can definitely like alter some details as well.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, like we're using recursion, right, in its finest form here. And I think that the more that people get involved, so like I encourage, if you're experiencing this, I encourage you to, try to get other people in the community to experience it too, because the more that people start using recursion and it becomes more simple because they use it more often, the more we're going to start seeing more usability with all these things that are being built. Obviously, it's early. I understand that, but you still got to start using it to want to use it more, right? So, um, yeah. Did Shizzy leave? Okay. Okay. No, I was just like trying to see
Yeah,
where.
yeah. There's a bug right now. We just found out like 2 days ago. So if people stay in a room for like more than like 5 minutes or 3 minutes, you probably will see them like leave, but actually they're still here. So probably now there's like 6 or 7 people here, but we can see them. So, but yeah, people can turn on the mic and talk. That's a bug here. That's a bug.
Got, gotcha. Gotcha.
Uh,
Gotcha.
that's a great question. Actually, I was wanted to ask that. How much time does the message on the chat room like perdure in there? For example, if I'm trying to reach someone, like, hey, I want your spot, and when I connect and disconnect or go back, I have seen that the message erase. Wouldn't there be a way, or how much data can a bitmap um like sustain? I don't know if that's the
Yeah,
word, the correct word.
yeah. We are trying to make it like permanently, but we are experiencing some bugs with every time we update, the server erase everything people like said before, but we will 100% solve that. And to your like question, I think we will have two more functions about it. First is offer. So when we integrate all the listings from everyone's wallets from Magic Eden and Ordinals wallet something, so when you see the listings, you can actually make an offer when you see them. So next time when they log into this, they will see, okay, what offers do I get? What offers do I accept? And also we are adding a message function, a DM function. So every time when you use our product, not only Bitmap Explorer, we are still having other products as well. When you log into that, you will see like a DM from others, so you can respond
That's
to
dope.
offers.
That's dope. Congrats on that.
Hey, I got a question.
Go ahead.
Hey, it's Maddie. Hey, what I put it on the side. When you guys can include inscribed handles for your usernames, I'd love to be able to use at Maddieverse.
Oh, the handle thing.
Or the
Is
inscribed
handle
handle.
a domain right now? Is that a thing right now, or very few people are using it? The handle
Uh,
thing.
the
It's on
handle thing, I think
marketplaces.
it's pretty popular.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'd be sweet if we could use that because I'd rather be at Maddieverse than Maddieverse.sats for sure.
Oh, sure. Yeah, we can add that. Like, that's a simple. Yeah, that's very easy. We actually
Yeah, yeah, sweet.
we can add it like a handle in like a few minutes.
Oh, nice.
I'll
Cheers.
contact with that team. Yeah.
It'd be cool to add like I don't know if it's possible or not, but like in RuneScape when they drop the Christmas crackers and the fats and all the masks and all that. It'd be cool if like you could inscribe a collection of like rare accessories for avatars, and then like airdrop them or like distribute them to existing avatars or something like that, kind of gamify it or something. I don't know, just because it would be another inscription, and it could be something that becomes valuable and people might want to buy or sell.
Yeah. Like when it's open source and people like they're making it, they can make like something cool and airdrop or sell to others. Even like the emoji, like we were talking about like emoji someday. Like when people are talking, you can have some emoji you can choose from like hearts or like even bitmap native kind of emojis, and people can make that kind of emojis. And when you try to use them, you have to buy the inscription, and then you can use it. So yeah, so we will add that as like a decentralized marketplace, so people can make all kinds of emoji, like a mask, like a different thing on your avatar, or even like a paid emoji, and people can use it or buy it from.
You know what else would be really dope? If you could integrate like a live mint, for like your collection, and everybody that's in the mint, like you can see what they're minting and stuff like that, and then people are talking about it, because like if somebody, it's almost kind of like back in the day whenever I used to collect sports cards, baseball, football, basketball, and when you get around and open a pack and you hit that rare card, it could be like that, right? Like because that's how mints are supposed to kind of be, right? So I think that would be cool. Obviously, that would take a lot of integration probably, to do a mint, but who knows? I never thought we'd be here right now with bitmaps from like, I would say
Yeah,
like
I
two
totally
years.
see your point. Like I'm a super sports car fan. I have lots and lots of trading cards, like soccer, basketball, and stuff. Yeah, I see your point. So like when you are like minting something or you are inscribing something, people can see the activity and stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And then people get excited and they're like, "Oh, I hit that, that rare, super rare D God or whatever is being minted, right?" And I don't know, it's just an idea because that's just what I remember from my childhood.
Yo,
What up? Is that Sam?
yeah, yo, you see, yo, recursive. I got the owl, bro. I got a bird. It's still a bird.
Man,
Is he? Are
I
you in
haven't
the room with your pet?
Yeah, you see it?
I don't see it.
I'll refresh. There you
Refresh.
go.
Yeah, we have a lot here. Yeah.
You
man, project and get people to know you. I think it's going to be a pretty large spaces. So if you're available and free, I would love to have you come on.
Yeah, sure. Happy to go.
I mean, I might ultimately make this the place I do it. Not yeah.
I believe this can easily get like to maximum exposure. Would it be possible to adapt it to Discord?
Like in what way you are thinking about?
Well, there are forums, right, on Twitter. I mean, on Discord. Like maybe I don't know if the Discord guys are available. Like, hey, if you because right now you can connect all type of wallets with Discord. So maybe if a community is inside of Discord and instead of using the forums, they want to use a specific bitmap, well, they can connect it. Well, it would be awesome for it to have a connect where it takes you. Like instead of a forum, you get to use your bitmaps.
Yeah, I was thinking about. I just write down all the suggestions and see what we can do. Yeah.
I'm like ruggy.
So Sam, Sam, did you figure out like how to make your own avatar?
Did I figure out the avatar? No, I'm gonna make my own, but I will. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's really dope. I really want to. So I'm just trying to find this little owl as an inscription. See how it rendered. Let me see.
Is there an instruction somewhere that I can read about how to inscribe my own pet, or what are how do I do that?
Yeah. We are releasing the full protocol next Wednesday. But like right now, you can just see Sam's wallets and read the HTML. It's pretty simple there.
Where?
type.
Let me check Magic Eden because I can't see it on ord.io. Let me see. Once I see the ordinal, I'll let you know. No, yo, we had like 15 people in ours and like 18. But it was fun. I mean, not like measuring, but like it was fun. Like, and then 8-bit I know had a bunch of people in his 8.bitmap. But it bro, yeah, I was blown away just like you, bro. Like I know this is gonna be like the place to be just to verify, talk bitmap shit, password protect shit. Oh, I see the inscription. I see it. Dang, it's in the first transaction, bro. That's love, bro.
Yeah. And
That's
when you
love.
read the the source code, it's very easy,
Okay.
to see how it works.
Let me look this up here on Ord. There's
Okay,
the code.
Who in here is rebranding? Raise your hands.
BRC 420. Oh wow, look at the recursive models here and the JavaScript function. Wow. This is legit recursive.
Yeah, and it's open source, so you can change whatever you like. You can make the pad like 10 times bigger than your avatar. You can make move it fast.
And are you using parent-child with this or just recursion?
Just recursion right now, but we will definitely consider doing the parent-child.
Wow, you have literally each leg up and each leg down facing both ways. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, bro. I like it. And then here's the JavaScript of the function. Nice, bro. This is dope. People are gonna fall in love with shit like this. Easy. Oh, maybe, I guess. Let me see. I gotta refresh.
Yeah, I had to refresh.
Tag, you're it.
Jan, do you hear me? I Yeah. I'm trying to wake up. Actually, yesterday was easy, but today was hard. I don't see a lot of people. Every time I refresh, I got some 5 or 6 different people inside that I see. I have 7 now. Okay, and
Yeah,
Sam went. Now I have 6.
the host of the actual bitmap probably can see everybody, but yeah, I've got 5 too.
I don't know who's here. It changes.
It's Maddie.
Yeah, so this shit that's following me around is an inscription, but it's a recursed inscription. And the way it's following me around is by using JavaScript as recursion as well. And then the way it can turn left and right is because it's displayed on the inscription all those ways, literally every single way, like a sprite kind of. It's pretty cool. Badass. Let's go. Is this your first time in here, Ord Revolution? Nice. Nice. Yeah, this is pretty dope. Shit, we were here like, I don't know, 5 days ago or something like that, maybe. And then we saw the shit and we're like, yeah, this instant gonna be some I think he was talking about like making some audio shit here, like a recursive audio. And then he said something like it could be HTML background soon and shit. So it could be like moving backgrounds or whatever.
You're in
But
music, right? You could make a concert here.
yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, that would be dope. But as soon as he gets the mobile speaker, it's a wrap. If I can join on my phone mobile, like just like X. No, I
No, you
could,
can.
but I can't speak.
Yes, I tried it a few times.
Can
You
you
can
guys hear?
only.
Can y'all hear me,
Yes.
Yeah.
bro? I basically read a whole novel the whole time, and no one could hear me at all. I was just like, I felt bad about myself. I was like, no one cares about me.
Now you know how it's me for me on Twitter.
No, but
I think it was because everyone was like refreshing because I couldn't hear nothing. I was like, "Oh, can everyone hear me?" No, nobody.
Yeah, I was actually saying that Sam's been doing this for, I want to say, like, he's probably had like 3 to 5 spaces like this before. I jumped in on one of his first ones and I was like, "What the? This is amazing."
Yeah, we're like, what the bro? We were stuck for like 3 days straight in that bitch. Like, it was funny. But what I did was like, it's giving people like also like availability, like because he said we're gonna be able to inscribe so let's say you make a art and you want to put this Ord Revolution only on this bitmap, he's gonna make it like personalize it. Like you can actually do that and leave it there. And then the other bitmaps you can change as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so he's trying to like personalize this experience, which is gonna be like I guess the key, right? But mobile has a lot to do with it. Once the mobile can talk, I think that's gonna be pretty dope.
Yeah. Well, I think, just the fact that you can make those pets and use recursion into this. I think that
That's so weird.
yeah, I think people are going to be really kind of
Shocked.
challenging themselves and saying, "Hey, what can we do with this?" And they'll push the limits because it is open source in a sense, right? So,
Yep, the JavaScript function is working with the recursive inscription, and yeah, this owl is a recursive. And you heard what he said, right? He said he's gonna use parent-child shit soon. He hasn't done it yet. This is all through HTML and JavaScript.
yeah. Yeah, and this is just the start, right? So like every time
Yeah, he started like a week ago with this shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so like what we're looking at right now is like bare bones, right? So like if we think about like 2 weeks, a month down the road, it's going to be probably like so many more features and stuff.
So we should be able to use parent-child inscriptions off of our bitmaps to build on the bitmap itself, right?
I would think so. I would think so. What do you think about all this, Maddie?
Well, I mean, it's just like the way I see it. It's like directories in a computer, right? Like, so you got your main inscription, and then in order to create a child inscription, you have to own the inscription that you're making it off of. But once that inscription is created, you could, I'm pretty sure you could probably technically sell the parent inscription and keep the child inscriptions. But you know how Tap uses actually sending the inscription to yourself to verify it. Like I've talked about parcels and the parent-child relationship, but this kind of defeats that because the only way to create a child inscription is to own the bitmap itself. So there's nothing really stopping you from using the bitmap to create child inscriptions on the bitmap itself. But I think it would be really cool if you could create the child inscriptions, and then when you sell the bitmap, the child inscriptions are tied to that parent inscription, because then you could build out on the inscription when you sell it. All the child inscriptions would go with it. I think that'd be pretty sweet.
It unlocks a lot of potential in gaming, like involving some character avatar. He goes leveling up, and it's all the way the same ordinal, and you just level it up.
So how do y'all feel about this though? Do you feel like this could evolve into like a second option for spaces, or maybe overtake it?
Yeah, sorry guys, yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, yeah, I think the thing is we want to make this like more different than the tourist space, because I love tourist space, but when we are like talking about like ordinals, probably some functions are more like useful here, like when we're doing like an open sale. If the project they're trying to do some like whitelist minting, we can do it here. If they will try to make a big sale, they can do it here. Or the community wants to do some voting stuff, like Bitmaps community. If we want to have a vote, everyone can come here and vote based on how many Bitmaps they have, and we can all get to see the results, or even other BRC20 tokens like this. So this is something like you cannot do on Twitter forever, but you can do it here. So that's something we're like thinking about right now.
Yeah, I like that. I think it could be. It doesn't necessarily even have to be like a Twitter Spaces killer. It can have its own thing and be used more for like events DAOs could use this, like you said, for voting, governance, and then like whitelisting and mint events and stuff like that. But Maddie, you were going to say something. Go ahead.
I was, oh man, hold on, drawing a blank. Yeah, okay, got it. I think it would be cool, like if we could use this. Like it's not really that many clicks. Like if your direct link works pretty fast, right? It just pulls it up. You click your wallet and then you sign in. It's not too bad. I think it'd be good if like somebody's on mobile and they want to join in, and they want to go audio only. I think would be a good option. Um, and I think that it also has potential for like a collection that's not necessarily bitmap. Like you could token gate, like say a project meeting, and you have to own the inscription to get in, or like even with bitmaps, uh, if you have to own a parcel from that bitmap to get into the um, into the bitmap itself, right? I think that would be a good potential.
Yeah, that'd be great. So like if you have the like specific inscription, you can go in like a like semi-private meeting.
Right, and then if you want to like you could give parcels more of a use case by you need one of the parcels from, say, what number is this, 130076, so you need one of the parcels from that in order to get in. So that would be a good way of doing it. I mean, single parcels wouldn't work obviously, but like the ones that have like 1600 to 3000 transactions, like you could use that as like a token gating thing, or like an exclusivity thing.
Yeah, like a VIP membership, VIP like nightclub.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and then we could take it one step further, and like I've talked about renting parcels, or renting like short term for inscriptions. Like you could use them as tickets that expire, and then like based on like a block height timer, and let people buy a ticket to your event that's in the bitmap that you own, and then after a certain block expires, that ticket's revoked and the parcel goes back to the original, the owner of the bitmap. I mean, obviously we're in the early stages, and I don't even know how that would work, but yeah, I mean, full of ideas.
I think it's going to be really cool when you can start, like, well, you can right now customize your avatar and stuff like that. But yeah, the exclusivity part is definitely there for this. I really love the event side of it. I don't necessarily think it needs to directly compete with spaces. I think it just could be more of, like you were saying, Maddie, community driven, kind of token gated type of situation. I love the idea about, you know, this actually, like you said, it could give more utility to parceling out, right? Because then if you're a part of that bitmap, like for example, I don't know, let's say someone just starts like this bitmap punk community with one of their punks, you own one of them, and then you get access to whatever they do in this world. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and we're thinking about if like when after we release the protocol, and we have some partners, creating assets like pet or other stuff like other assets in bitmaps. So will they have that connection, a collection? They can actually put the launchpad inside the bitmap, so everyone can go inside and check out, like, okay, this looks like this and that looks like that, and they have to decide if they want to buy the stuff. So I think Launchpad on the Bitmaps for the Bitmap assets is gonna be much easier than go to like other exchange to do Launchpad as well.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, and the creator can just be staying in the room and answer all the questions for his buyers.
That's true. It's like an AMA, right?
Yeah, it's an AMA.
Yeah. I have a question. So, would there be the ability to interact with other items on this, like this parcel? For example, because I think what could be really awesome is, let's say there's like this big project and the project owns 1,000 bitmaps, right? And you have to figure out like riddles to be able to win something, but you got to figure out which bitmap. Like it's like a puzzle. You get to one bitmap and it takes you to another one, and whoever gets to that last one wins. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Treasure hunt.
like a treasure hunting.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, like that. What do you guys think about that?
That's pretty dope. With the riddles on every bitmap, and you have to go around.
Do you know how many people would use this platform for that? I think a ton of people would use it because like it incentivizes you to use it, and then it's also fun because it's challenging, and you have to solve a riddle, and then once you solve that riddle, you get the answer to the next bitmap, right? So there's so many things that you could just do with this.
Technically, you can do it already. If you have bitmaps in different wallets, you can change inscription what is shown on that bitmap, and you can write something and lead it to the next one, because it's a big map. It's 80, 100,000 bitmaps. You have to find the exact one, and you can make 5-6 riddles already but you have to do it with different wallets, because when you change avatar, it's shown on all of your bitmaps, so you cannot.
Well, I'm thinking of it more as if like there's this big project that owns like all these certain bitmaps, right? And they give you the link for the first bitmap. And once you solve whatever's from that first one, then it gives you the answer to the second bitmap link. You know what I mean? And so that it doesn't matter of the project founder's wallet or anything, because I can technically jump out of this bitmap and go to any bitmap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, actually that's the case. Yeah, you can tell him you are waiting them in the next bitmap and looking who will come first. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love the idea of treasure hunting because like we actually did like a treasure hunting like in July that people make different recursive artwork, and to know there's an answer of a phrase inside of the work. So actually there are like 800 people participating in our treasure hunting, and trying to figure out the 12 phrases for a specific wallet. And I think after like 140 hours, somebody somebody finally get the answer, get the phrases, and log into the wallet and take like $3,000 away. So yeah, I personally love the idea of treasure hunting. I'm just thinking about like how does it work on the Bitmap Explorer, because like every image here is inscription. So if figure out that guy's wallet address and you go into his Ort.io page and see all his riddles, so somebody can hack it. But I'm thinking about like how to avoid that.
Yeah, that is true. Unless there's like some mechanism that hides the details on those specific inscriptions.
I told you with that you have to make many different wallets. In every one you have to have a bitmap to log in with that wallet, and you have to have a riddle inscription. Only one. And then you create another wallet and connect it and put it. Do you understand me?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So, Jeffrey, how come we didn't know about this treasure hunt in July that you guys did? Was it mostly like people from Singapore and Asia, or?
Yeah, like at that time we were still doing the recursive art tool, like the Ordinals, right? So it's a fairly small community, so full of guys creating stuff. But that was like a very very fun treasure hunting, because like hiding the phrases into different artwork and try to figure out like what this is, what that is. Yeah, it was pretty fun.
That's awesome. I feel like we're behind you guys in these kind of events.
Yeah, next time I'll tell you. Yeah.
No, and I think it's because like also there's just not a lot of awareness. There's definitely more coming. Maybe like because you guys have been doing recursion since when? When was the first time you started doing it?
June 17th. Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right. Who else do we have in here?
Do you guys have any questions for for the next week's Ordinal Summit? Big like need me to ask to like Domo or Ordinals team, or Unisat, Lorenzo, Sonic, anything? I can pass the word to like from you guys. Or like, are you guys coming? Any of you guys coming to Singapore next week? No.
I wish. I wish, but I mean, we're seeing a lot of. I think Shizzy saw Nakib is like he's picking everybody up from the airport or something. Is that what's happening?
Yeah. I think the kid is like helping the event. Yeah.
Gotcha.
That man is a king, actually.
Yeah.
It's so cool. And I don't know, he has a lot of knowledge and he puts everything to educate, traveling around Asia. He was, I don't know, in Korea, Vietnam, Japan, Bali, everywhere, and just going to small or big NFT events and educating about ordinals and onboarding people. Pretty cool shit. And not to tell that he has a launch pad with 0 fee. So maybe you could make a connection with him. So they don't he don't charge any service fee for the collection which launch on his words are Launchpad. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you met Domo before, Jeff?
No, it's I'm a new guy in the business. But the great thing is, I found like lots of my old friends. They're asking me about ordinals, like just these 2 weeks, and I think we definitely like have more like attraction from the original crypto area, like where they're doing things on like Arbitrum, Polygon, Ethereum and stuff. But like lots of them are like asking me here. So like I'm holding like 3 or 4 different parties next week, just to get these guys, get this like great builders, and introduce them about ordinals. I mean, they haven't heard like much about it. They just thought it was like a child's toy. The inscription, like every time I talk to my old VCs and stuff about inscription, they just laugh. But like right now, I don't think they are laughing right now. I think they're trying to know more about it.
Yeah, we're the ones laughing now, right? Because like we've been here
like
and they're
when you see all
asking.
the shit, happening in the Ethereum ecosystem. I mean, you have to consider Ordinals like as a serious topic right now.
Yeah. And I feel like it recently kind of just the energy got injected again. I want to say even like a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, because there was this moment to where I feel like the crypto community in general, DeFi in general, was trying to kind of bury ordinals, right? Whether it was the laser eye maxis or the traditional Ethereum, Solana, or whatever other chain, but it didn't really work. It was kind of like this, and then I loved what the ordinal community did, and they turned it around and said, ordinals is dead. Ordinals is dead, but it was obviously a joke. And now the energy is back and it's really strong.
Yeah, you can see the gas fee. Like this morning, the gas fee was crazy, like 30 to 40 for like 12 hours.
Yeah.
That is the only thing I'm afraid. What will happen in bull market? The fees will skyrocket.
Libre. Yeah.
Yeah, the okay, we have layer 2 solutions, and these drive chains will open a lot of more experimenting how to solve that.
Yeah.
So
Well, I wonder how much the gas is going to be really adjusted though, because um, with the Libre wallet, I've actually messed with the beta, and what they're doing and Bison Labs are doing are very similar. It's almost like I want to say it's like almost like Meta Protocol, like how it lays on top, but they are using sovereign rollups, right? So um, it takes, so the biggest reason why we don't like to use stacks to trade these BRC20s is because it takes forever for you to get Bitcoin or your BRC20 over to stacks, like 2 hours to trade on Alex. But with Bison Labs and Libre, it literally takes one block. That's it. So we're talking 10 minutes, right? So I don't know how they're going to be able to really lower the fees that much by, transferring over BRC20s. You're pegging in your wallet and it takes one block. It's going to be the same amount of time. So it's going to be interesting to see how that works. But I will say though, the token trading is coming, guys, and liquidity pools are coming, and something new that you haven't really seen is liquidity pools for NFTs, and that's coming to Bitcoin. Yeah. So to kind of elaborate on that, what Bison Labs said was they're going to create liquidity pools for ordinals. So, like for example, like bitmaps, like Shizzy just mentioned, you'll be able to, you'll have a token associated to your bitmap, but your bitmap will be locked. And let's say you want to, you can, sell that token anytime you want, and whatever the price is from the AMM for the bitmap for that token, which is associated to the price, you could, let's say you want to buy a bitmap back, you could trade the token in and you'll get a bitmap, but you won't get the same bitmap that you initially came in with. Does that make sense? So basically, like, you'll be able to constantly like trade your bitmaps like they're regular tokens, but you won't ever get the same one back because it goes into the pool. So that's what Shizzy meant by saying, hey, like you probably only want to do floor price bitmaps if you're going to do that.
Yeah, but could you imagine you get a bitmap token and then you trade it back and it's like a super rare 2-digit.
Oh
Somebody
yeah, that'd
accidentally
be
put in there. That'd be
awesome.
sweet.
Yeah, but that means someone, and I bet you that happens, Maddie, a lot in the beginning. Maybe not a lot, but some people won't think about it. But then,
Yeah.
of course, that probably will, that won't happen much later on.
Oh, but
You
it's definitely
have
guaranteed to happen for sure. Somebody's going to screw up. They're not going to understand, and they're going to do it.
But that's the case on they have automated market maker on for NFTs on Solana for I don't know 2 years already, and it goes to pool. You don't know which one you will pull out when you're buying, and when you're selling, you have to see what are you putting inside because they are all having the same price.
Oh, so this is they had this on Solana?
Yeah, they have it, and they will probably be here because AGA, that's the name of the guy on Twitter who made it on Solana, and ABC collection over there, and I saw they came to Ordinal side. They're bridging their collection just like on-chain monkeys. So that's a
So
good builder over there.
how
Good
did
guy.
that go? Did
Yeah.
people
Hello,
like
hello.
it?
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
I don't know how did that go. It's going fine. They had a lot of volume and stuff like that. It's ongoing for 2 years. It's pretty cool. I cannot share the link, but if you go ABC, maybe Ordinals. Let me see. ABC. What will I get? Yeah, ABC Ordinals is the handle.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
actually saw that collection. It looks like crayon drawings, right?
Yeah. It's an old collection, but like I said, it's on Solana, and it's pretty pumped. It went to 3,000, and they have I don't know 10K collection, so it's not small. It's a revenue sharing, I think, for that platform who hold ABC collection. So
Gotcha. I didn't know that they anything like that existed before. So
yeah,
it'll be
there is Elixir also, I think, or something like that. Also on Solana.
I wonder if this will be different though, because Bison Labs is the AMM, and they're not like the collection founder. They're like more of the liquidity provider platform, and I think they're trying to do it for all ordinals. But was it like that on Solana where you could do it with all collections, or was it just ABC?
No, all collections.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, they don't have a link in bio, but all collections. It was working fine at the beginning. Like you said, there was people put some rare and epic inside the pool, and then you could snipe. You cannot snipe it, but you could buy, and maybe you pull out some rare, and then you pull it out from the pool and put some floor inside if you want to provide liquidity and stuff like that. It was fun, but after some time, people realized that actually it was known from the beginning, but people don't look.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's cool. Jeff, do you have what are your thoughts on sovereign rollups on Bitcoin? Do you think that's going to be successful, or do you what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I actually like saw lots of projects. Lots of VCs they're sending me about like the DEX, different kinds of layer roll up, layer twos, RGB, all kinds of stuff. As a technical side, I'm not 100% confident right now because like different solutions have different problems, like the safety problems and because Bitcoin is not like Ethereum, because like Polygon and Ethereum, that's like real like roll up, but for like other Bitcoin layer twos, somehow it's not like the same status as Ethereum. I don't want to go into the details too much, but I'm not 100% confident right now. But I'm definitely like confident in the long run because like when lots of people are trying to figure this out. It will be figured out. So that's my honest belief.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Yeah.
don't see it comes like in a short period of time. Yeah, I don't see that coming like in a very short period of time.
Yeah.
But I'm not afraid about the gas fee. Like every time when Ethereum has a bull market, the gas fee is super high as well. So I think people can take that if their assets are going up. So I don't think gas fee will be a major problem.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like you just said, whenever there's like just even like 4 months ago, whenever it was crazy meme season, like people were paying like I don't know $50 worth of gas, and they're only buying $150 worth of tokens. And so it didn't make sense, but like you're right, people will pay high gas fees as long as there's liquidity flowing, and the markets are right.
Yeah, and when the SATS token like was minted out like probably in a month, so I think the gas fee will go down. And like think about it, like now we have like nearly 30 million inscriptions, right? Like I think 60% or like 70% of them are the SATS token minting. So that's some crazy thing as well.
I think we see with ORC cash. If you mint BRC, you have ORC cash also, same ticker. So I think the top will do the same, and you have on different protocols, and you can trade it also easily. You can convert it to that credits on or something like that, and do much more stuff at the same time on same fee. So it's already cheaper to interact directly on chain as a layer 1 solution. So I think that will also open many possibilities in that regard.
Yeah, I mean, with the whole roll-ups and stuff, and I think it happens quicker than it did for Ethereum, obviously, because they had no one knew where we were heading at that point. But maybe it doesn't happen in the next month, and it might take a little bit longer than that. But like these events that are happening in Singapore, I think this is going to be the largest of Ordinals event, right, Jeff?
Yeah, and I never underestimate like these guys, buying power. To be serious, like, do you guys like realize the SATS token like the price is going high? Because like I was giving a small like speech to like a group of 100 people in Zoom, and like after that night, the SATS token's price just tripled. So I think these guys have buying power. So I have to convince all these guys from Ethereum, from whatever chain they were on, like to Ordinals, and to see what happened.
Yeah. Speaking of Sats, what is everybody's thoughts on that token? Shizzy and I have a little bit of a difference in where what we think. I think that Sats has a strong future because I feel like the branding behind Sats is really strong. Shizzy sees it as more of a meme token. There's not too much use to it, so he's kind of a little, just different side than I am on it. But does anybody have any thoughts on what they think the future of Sats, the Sats token is heading?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the
Sorry.
people will jump on it and bring some utility to it, because it's also actually become the cult thing. So I think the people will build the utility around it. So,
Yeah.
but I didn't mint and I didn't bought, and the price jumped 3 times. I wanted to buy it because it was cheaper, but when I saw Sonic that his RC cache only recognize mint, so
So you're like, oh, if I can't get double dip, I'm not gonna do it.
because it unlocks many possibilities. For example, tap peer-to-peer trading feature. You have to trade tap token for tap token. If you have SAT backed or SAT stable coin on tap, that is something with what we are missing in tap peer-to-peer trading, because you have to trade token for a token. You don't have a stable coin. I don't mean stable coin to fiat, but to SAT. So then you will have to trade. Then you can trade peer-to-peer to Bitcoin and vice versa.
Yeah. Jeff, what would you were gonna say something on your thoughts
Yeah,
on stats?
like because I did like lots of research on sats, like for real. Like there's lots of things to do on sats. I'm very bullish on sats. First, it has the most holders, like Bitmaps. So I think that's one good thing. But the main problem here is like who are selling and who are buying. When people are like they're minting sats, they're using their own RPC to do that.
Yes.
It's like miners of Bitcoin. So like when you mine Bitcoin, you probably sell like 80% of them to cover your cost. But the problem is like who are buying. When you see all this mint, and I track all the transactions, the history transactions. So actually 100% of the SAT token, they were mint out, they were bought again. So there was like an exchange from the miners to buyers. So like 100% rate, that was a great stuff to see. So basically, every sats like the miners have, they have already sold the sats to the market buyer. So who are buying? Like when I check, like I think very few or even like 0% in the market like knows who are buying, because we track all the data from chain. The thing is, these mystery buyers, they're not retail buyers. Their wallets has zero other tokens or inscriptions. All they have is sats. They basically transfer like 1 Bitcoin or like half a Bitcoin into the new wallet and buys all the sets and then goes to sleep. So these buyers, they're not retail buyers. Yeah, there has to be like some centralized exchange or like big market makers to do that. And the thing is, now they have all these users, and do you guys know like how many new users that the centralized exchange they want to adopt? Like if your token has 1,000 holders, you can go to like a tier 2 exchange. If your token has like 10,000 holders, your token can easily go on Binance. The thing is, like these exchanges, they need new users to register their account or something. So for me, I think all the tokens from the miners, they have already sold it. So the buyers, they are very mysterious, and the holders amount is big. I can imagine like the day the sets were minted out, lots of centralized exchange will list them, and probably we will see some pumping and dumping, but I'm bullish on this because it's very different than any other token like OXBT or stuff. I think this is very different.
Yeah. And I don't know, Shizzy, if you remember, but that was kind of similar to what Block said on our episode Thursday. Was it Thursday? No, sorry, not Thursday. When was it? Anyways, the other day, he was talking about this in a similarly saying, hey, there's these mystery buyers that are putting a lot of capital into sats, and no one knows who they are. And he said that he thinks that they're these Chinese whales that are doing it, but who knows, right? So Well, well, I don't think that they're even started making anything really. You know what I mean? I don't think they've. Yeah, but that's not really where the big money is because, like, you have to understand the type of token that this is. I don't know how many zeros are there. Probably like 8 or 9 in terms of token value price, right? So this type of token will have its initial, like, the people that are investing a lot of money into this. In my opinion, yeah, some of them probably are trying to flip for like smaller percentage profit because they put enough money into it because they have that much money. But some of them are wanting that first initial burst up. And yes, it will dump after that, but that's after it goes viral first. I don't know though. Maybe I have a wrong mindset. Is that what you were kind of talking about, Jeff?
Yeah, because like if they like I see some wallets have invested like 2 to 3 million US dollars into it. So if they want to dump the token, they cannot dump it on Unisat. Unisat cannot have this kind of volume. So like I know lots of like market makers like DWF. These guys, they are pumping prices for like 10 times, 20 times higher, and then they dump it on Binance and stuff. So they had to find a place to dump the token, not on Unisat, not on Gate.io or even OKX. So they had to find some place to dump it, and they have to find like price range. Like I don't think they will dump it for like 2 times or 3 times of price. Probably like 10 times or even more. So that's something I am somehow familiar with. How these market makers are doing things. So yeah.
So what you're saying basically is that they're counting on basically what they're going to do is they're going to dump on retail investors though, right? So once it gets to, but they need it to get to a platform as big as Binance or size wise Coinbase, those type of sizes, and then that's whenever they'll dump.
Yeah, and one thing is like a conspiracy thing is like what token will Binance list first? The thing, like I'm very familiar with Binance. I'm familiar with like lots of people in Binance. The thing is, they're not going to list Ordi.
Really? Why not?
Do you guys know the history between Binance and OKX?
No. Would you like to
They're
tell
like
us?
yeah, they're like because I know their founders like way before, like 6 7 years before. They're like super rivals. Like I don't want to say too much, but they are
Yeah.
like very very like competing with each other. They consider each other as like the biggest rival. So the Ordi is already on OKX, and people believe OKX has like the majority of holdings of Ordi. So why would they list Ordi and let OKX guy make a bunch of money on it by dumping stuff on Binance? So if you are Binance, you are not going to list Ordi.
Interesting. That I'm very glad I'm in this space right now. I don't know. Shizzy, what was it seemed like you had
Yeah, thanks so much for this information. I'm astonished.
Shizzy, it seemed like you had a thought on that earlier. Did you want to say something? or Mexi or something like that, right? Yeah. Well, and for me, like this is the thing is I actually put Sats and Ordi in a similar category because of the branding. But what Jeff just said, it makes a lot of sense because like these exchanges, dude, they have like so much like what is it, like bad blood with each other, don't they? It's so crazy. And so like they'll do anything to wreck each other. And so yeah, I didn't know that history, and now that definitely makes me rethink Ordi. So so Jeff, are you? So you're not bullish on Ordi because of this, though, right?
Yeah, I'm bullish on Ordi. Like I still like have more money in Ordi than Sats, but I'm not saying Binance will not list Ordi. I'm just saying they will not list first Ordinals tokens
Gotcha.
as Ordi. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Hey Jeff, just taking the opportunity that you're here. Do you have 5 minutes just to check on this website? It's called stablecoinada.xyz. So it has what I was mentioning, the dashboard that is like an old computer desktop dashboard. And I don't know if it's simple or if it's easy to do this on Bitmap, because I think that it will give another extra utility for users and holders of Bitmap to be able to have their own Discord link inside of their Bitmap, and maybe if there are builders or gamers, they can attach their own game into the dashboard. I don't know if you were able to join to the web page on
Yeah.
stablecoinada.xyz.
I'm on this website. Yeah.
So it's cool, right? I mean, I don't know if it is something that it will be possible for doing, like having this vintage stuff, and for users to have more things to do with their bitmaps. Like for me, that I have my community, it would be awesome to have like the links for the Discord and maybe for the marketplaces. And as you mentioned, you're already going to be working on the messaging. So basically, you in a future you might don't need Discord because you're gonna have everything here in the bitmap, or like a web page. Why would you want to build a web page where you have your bitmap and inside your bitmap you have everything? So I don't know. It's just a
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah, I think that's 100% a great idea. The thing I'm thinking about right now is how to make this decentralized as much as can be, because like when you inscribe something, it's on chain forever. So next time you want to change the URL of your Discord, you probably can't. But if you have to pay money again, that's like paying the ass for users. But if you can change the URL anytime you want, it will be like centralized. What I'm like talking about. So I'm just thinking like how to make this as decentralized as it can be, and also like cost less for users to do as well.
That would be huge. It's incredible to have you here. Keep on building.
Yeah, what Jeff and his team is doing over at Recursive Versus is amazing. Yeah, I have a lot of faith in what they're doing. I think they're going to be a big player in the ordinal space in the future. So items will be clickable, right, Jeff, in the future, on like in this space?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Awesome. Is there any other builders in here right now besides Jeff and Mauricio? I know Mauricio is building something with his collection and trying to kind of connect a what is it, Cardano, his community from Cardano. But is there any other builders in here? I don't think so. Not right now. All right. So what do you say, Shizzy? Jeff, do you want to maybe wrap things up here?
Yeah, I think today like is great. So like I see like at least like 20-25 people have come in and tried this out, and there's still like lots of bugs right now, but yeah, we'll try to like fix them in a short period of time. Yeah, but I personally am very bullish on Ordinals right now, like never than before, because like now I see lots of other guys who are thinking about coming in, and when they do, I think in like 3 months, 6 months, we will see like a whole new different world than right now.
Yeah, I agree. And I let people know in the chat, there's this is the beginning, so of course there's going to be some bugs in here. Like eventually we'll be able to see more of the icons on the left-hand side, right, of people in the room.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah. So that's something, because it's almost like Spaces, right? So like if you go to like a Spaces and the Spaces says there's like 14 people in there, there's like this mental thing that people might have to say, oh, there might not be a lot of stuff going on in that space, and they might skip it. So like once that's fixed to where this is like filling up with icons and stuff, I think that feature is going to be great. Also, the host being able to kind of have a little bit control over like speaking and stuff like that.
Agreed. Yeah.
But Shizzy, do you want to go ahead and announce the winners of the competition, or all right. Yep, 10 bitmaps for first place, and 5 for second, and 5 for third. Just spell it out. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have the verify ID on there. We did use the Twitter picker, so you can see the verify ID and check that. But yeah, so congratulations to you guys, and give a big thanks to Jeff from Recursiveverse, because they're the ones that are putting up these bitmaps for you guys. And just keep supporting builders like them, because they're the ones that are like putting in the work and being able to make things like this happen, right? This is like innovative. So yep, let's do it. And then Jeff, did you want to say any last words or anything?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just I just like when she said there's no money to make right now. But yeah.
That's
I'm
true. Yeah, so yeah, we appreciate you guys joining us for this first event, and we'll definitely have more of these. And so yeah, just stay tuned for Recursiveverse and what they got coming up. So we appreciate it, and don't forget our spaces in the morning as well on Twitter at 8 a.m. Eastern time. Jeff, are you gonna be able to jump into that maybe, or?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll try.
Okay, awesome. All right, everybody have a great night or morning or evening, depending on where you are, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Peace out.
Thanks, Jeff. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.